Welcome to Fact Axis, where today, we're going to be checking out the top 10 unsolved mysteries of lost places. Be sure to stick around for our number one pick, because it's going to literally blow your mind. Number 10. Devon Island. This chunk of land is the world's largest uninhabited island, which is surprising, considering it's part of Canada's Queen Elizabeth Islands. While there was brief inhabitants during the mid-20th century, today, there is virtually nobody due to its extreme frigid temperatures and climate. Temperatures here can drop as low as negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that's cold. As far as tourism goes, there is virtually none, and the only people that come here are generally scientists and researchers looking to explore the mysteries of this uninhabited, beautiful piece of land. Number 9. The Kamchatka Peninsula. While the climate in the Republic of Sakha is especially severe, we're going with the even more remote Kamchatka Peninsula. Kamchatka is likewise home to hundreds of volcanoes, many of which are currently very active, and because of this, large amounts of seismic activity is due. Following World War II, Kamchatka was utilized as a military zone by the Soviets, and as such, stayed off limits to civilians and all travelers up until the 90s. The temperatures in this region are frigid, to say the best, and it makes the entire zone pretty inhospitable, even for a lot of wildlife. Number 8. Gangkhar Puensum. Holding the current record for the tallest unclimbed mountain in the entire world, and bordering right next to Tibet. There have been 4 expedition attempts to reach the summit, all of which failing, and because of the spiritual beliefs of the local government, they have since banned mountaineering permanently, meaning if one tries to climb this mountain and fails and needs severe medical attention, well, good luck. What's even more mysterious is the neighboring mountains on the Tibetan side have been fully scaled and explored, but this one remains a mystery. Number 7. The Rub al Khali. Also known as the Empty Quarter, is a part of the Arabian Desert and is one of the larger sand deserts in the entire world. Its given nickname, the Empty Quarter, actually takes up about a third of the entire Arabian Desert and is incredibly inhospitable. Pair extreme high temperatures with high winds and shifting environments, and you have an environment meant for nobody. These are the primary reasons for this area of desert to be mostly unexplored, and a large mystery to many who attempt to even travel through it. At about 600 miles in length and around 300 in width, this is a desert you don't want to get lost in. Number 6. Lake Vostok. Antarctica is not only a marvel, but a beautiful mystery, having many withheld secrets from mankind. While there are many widely conceived conspiracies, Antarctica is also home to hundreds of natural bodies of water, nearly 400 subglacial lakes, the largest of which claimed by a Russian research team, and a station called Vostok, which is what the lake is now named after. While speculation says that this lake has been isolated from the rest of the world for millions of years, there's no knowing what could be in these waters, which makes it all that much more interesting. As far as we know, there are no alien life forms found yet, but the future can hold many things. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more amazing top list videos. Number 5. Northern Patagonia. Northern Patagonia is rich and diverse in terrain and includes things like glaciers, rainforests, and lava fields. This makes exploring this area very mysterious and extremely challenging. Located in the region of South America that includes Argentina and Chile. However, its northern portion that sits in Chile is especially untouched by humans. And the northern Patagonian ice field are some of the largest ice masses outside of the North and South Poles. It's definitely a place worth exploring, but also extremely mysterious. Number 4. Vale du Javari. While populated and not necessarily inhospitable, it remains the most mysterious out of everything on this list. This valley is only a little bit larger than the state of Maine and features some tribes that have never had access or contact with the outside world. Nestled deep in Brazil, they are surrounded by thick, unexplored jungles. We have little footage or information on the tribes that currently reside there, and much of this entire region remains not only unknown, but entirely unexplored by mankind. Number 3. Yucatán Cenotes. Cenotes are basically natural sinkholes that are able to reach the water beneath the ground. They are even more common in this peninsula in Mexico. In fact, most even resemble circular cave ponds, but many are much more larger than this and expansive, even connecting to much more thoroughly larger cave systems. In fact, there's actually an estimated over 6,000 cenotes in the entire peninsula, but already less than half have been explored to the fullest extent. Because of the way they're formed, it makes collapsing rocks all that much more common. In fact, many of these cenotes require intense scuba gear to navigate their entirety. You can imagine with these circumstances, documenting and exploring them fully can make things difficult, considering there has already been several deaths while doing so. Number 2. The Namib Desert. The Namib Desert is one of the driest regions in the entire world, and one of the most remote. It's also thought to be one of the oldest deserts in the entire world, as well as the least populated. The Namib is pretty much everything you'd expect out of a typical desert. Extremely soaring high temperatures, sand dunes for miles and miles, and not much life anywhere. Did we mention sand dunes? Because the sand dunes here are some of the largest in all of Earth, some even reaching up to 1,000 feet in height. That's huge. There's a reason that there's practically zero human life in this entire desert. Number 1. The Mariana Trench. Located deep in the Pacific Ocean and nearing 7 miles in depth lies the Mariana Trench. This is where the tales of large sea monsters are truly born. The greatest mystery revolves around the speculation that the trench might just be deeper than around 7 miles. The real problem here lies with the high intense amount of pressure that deep, meaning it's almost impossible to get down there and fully explore. The Mariana Trench is part of the oldest and deepest seafloors in the entire world, and for now, many research teams alike will try and venture into the deep and explore the wonderful mysteries this trench has to offer, and just hopefully, we won't find a kraken lurking about. That wraps up our top 10 list for today's video. Be sure to let us know in the comments below what your favorite area was. And as always, subscribe to Fact Axis for more amazing top list videos.